pocket, there's a blindfold. Put it on.
No.
But you have to.
Not gonna do it.
Fine. Determine the exact value of sine pi over 12. You have 35 seconds.
Okay, first, sine pi over 12 is the same as sine of 3 pi divided by 12 minus 2 pi divided by 12. This is the same, if you simplify it, as sine pi over 4 minus pi over 6. Now, using difference identities, I know that this formula here is the same as sine pi over 4 cos pi over 6 minus cos pi over 4 sine pi over 6.
Which I can tell by using this unit circle.
That is the same as root 2 over 2 times root 3 over 2 minus root 2 over 2 times 1/2. And I can simplify this further. I can multiply those two together. I get root 6 over 4 minus root 2 over 4. I can simplify this even further to root 6 minus root 2 all over 4. Done.
Why do you have a unit circle?
The dumb one's guessing.
Wait, what does? Never mind. You have proven you can identify the answer. But can you prove identities? It's a joke.
Oh.
Next question. Verify that 1 minus sine power of 2x equals sine x cos x cotangent x, and determine non-permissible values for x.
Okay, formula was 1 minus sine squared x equals sine x cos x cot x. So I'll substitute 30 degrees for x and start with the right side. So 1 minus sine squared 30 degrees equals 1 minus 1/2 squared, because the value of sine at the point 30 degrees is 1/2 on the unit circle. So this is the same as 1 minus 1/4, which is the same as 3/4. Now I'll do the right side. Sine 30 degrees, cos 30 degrees, cot 30 degrees is the same as 3/4.
Show your work.
Okay, so sine 30 degrees times cos 30 degrees times cot 30 degrees is the right side. Now, using the unit circle, I know that sine 30 degrees is the same as 1/2. I know that cos 30 degrees is the same as root 3 over 2. And I know that cot is the same as cos over sine. So that is root 3 over 2 over 1/2. I can simplify this by multiplying by the reciprocal like that. So then I get 1/2 times root 3 over 2 times 2 root 3 over 2. Can take up the 2's, that puts root 3 over 1. Root 3 times root 3 is 3, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 over 4. And they are the same, sine can't be 0, so x is not a product of 180 degrees n. Done.
You forgot to say n was a product of 1, but I'll give you one last chance. Solve cosine 2x plus 1 minus cosine x equals 0 over the domain x is greater than or equal to 0. but less than 2 pi.
So your formula was cos 2x plus 1 minus cos x equals 0. Okay? Right, so if I just take this part on its own right about here, I know that that is the same using the double angle identities, so that's the same as 2 cos squared x minus 1. Now if I put that back into the equation, the ones cancel each other out, so I'm just left with 2 cos squared plus minus cos x. Get rid of that plus, so I get 2 cos squared minus cos x equals 0. Okay. Now, what I can do here is I can take a cos out of the formula, so I divide it by cos, so I get cos x 2 cos x minus 1. Right, equals 0. So now I can just set these both equal to 0. So cos x equals 0, and 2 cos x minus 1 equals 0. Okay, starting with this one here, I can figure out that cos x equals 0 means that where cos on the unit circle equals 0, x will be equal to that number, so x is equal to pi over 2, or 3 pi over 2 in the range you gave me. This half of the formula, I know that cos x is equal to 1/2, because I move the 1 over there and divide by 2, so I get 1/2. And on the unit circle, cos x is equal to 1/2 in the domain you gave me at x equals pi over 3, or at x equals 5 pi over 3. Done.
Very well. You may enter the next room. Evan, do you want to play a game?
I already played your game.
Do you want to play another game?
Not really. I hate math.
Well, too bad. You have to play.
Or what?
Are you serious? Like, really? We literally just went over this. Remember, you'll die unless you do as I say.
Well, what? Since when?
Since the beginning. Colin just died, like, within an hour.
Colin's dead? Oh my god. I really need to start paying attention when I get kidnapped. Very well then, villain. Vouchify your riddle.
Light first. First, grab the exponential function y equals 4 to the power of x.
I'll draw a table of values and use small words so you can understand, you bald-faced buffoon. Okay, so the equation is y equals 4 to the power of x. So when 4 is negative 2, 4 to the power of negative 2 is 1 over 16. 4 to the power of negative 1 is 1 over 8. 4 to the power of 0 equals 1, because anything to the power of 0 is 1. And 4 to the power of 1 is 4, because anything to the power of 1 is itself. And 4 squared is 16, because 4 times 4 is 16. So the table of values will look like this. X and y. Negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. 1 over 16, 1 over 8. 1, 4, and 16. Okay. We plot points, then connect. domain all real number.
Stop that. I have a suffocated vocabulary.
Sure you do. The range is greater than 0 and all real numbers, no x-intercept, and the y-intercept is 1. And y equals 0 is the equation of the horizontal asymptote.
Suboptimal time. I suppose it will do. Your next question.
And what happens if I mess up?
Eat a radish.
Oh, radishes are tasty. That's hardly a punishment.
Get hit by a noodle.
That's not bad enough.
Pickles in the ears.
Come on, Scott. Are you even trying?
It's in front of you, eating delicious ice cream, and I will not share.
You monster! From what foul pits of hell were you spawned?
Next question. Consider the function y equals 3 to the power of x. State the transformation of y equals 2 times 3 to the power of x minus 4.
Okay, so first I'll draw a table of the base function, which is y equals 3 to the power of x. Okay, so when x is negative 1, y will be 1 over 3. When x is 1, y will be just 3. When x is 2, y will be 9. When x is 3, y will be 27. Okay, and now the changed function, which is y equals 2 times 3 to the power of x. So when x is 0, y will be 2. When x is 1, y will be 6. When x is 2, y will be 18. And when x is 3, y will be 54. And finally, the final transformation, which is y equals 2 times 3 to the power of x minus 4. So when x equals 3, y will be 2/3. When x equals 5, y will be 6. When x equals 6, y will be 18. And finally, when x equals 7, y will be 54. Now consider the fact that y equals a times c to the power of b x minus h plus k. b equals 1, because in the function there is no horizontal stretch, so the b value would just be 1. A equals 2, because that corresponds with a vertical stretch, which is a factor of 2. H equals 4, and that's a translation of 4 units. And k equals 0, because there is no vertical translation. Okay, so to draw the graph, I would draw the original and apply the transformations like so. So it would be more like this.
Now, for the super ultimate challenge. Write 4 to the power of 3 as the power with a base of 2.
That's it? That's really easy.
But you must draw with the pencil in your mouth.